Hi, my name is Tan Rusi and my number metric is A2021. Now I will talk about the demographic factor in Switzerland. First, we can see the population content of Switzerland. Next is demographic factor affecting the country retailing industry in Switzerland. Due to belief to the COVID-19 pandemic, the online share of Swiss retail sales climbed from 8.3% to 11.8% in 2020. Next is demographic trends and challenges to the retail organizations in Switzerland, which is due to COVID-19, more people now purchase online, although main street stores do not currently appear to be in danger of going up for the business. However, if future buying is not convenient, pleasurable of subscribed customer will continue to shop online from home. And that's all for me. Thank you.
And now, I am going to let you know about some political factors in Switzerland. Switzerland has one of the most reliable political systems in the world. Since 1848, it has never been refreshed at the same time, preserving long-term consistency. From 1959 to 2003, the Federal Council was composed of a coalition of all the main parties, with one person from the Swiss People's Party and two each from the now-defunct Free Democratic Party, Social Democratic Party, and Christian Democratic People's Party. Now we go through the political policy. The direct representation system utilized in Switzerland, also referred to as half-direct democracy, is unique to that country. This may be arguable, because theoretically, the sovereign of Switzerland is actually its entire electorate. Since the Constitution of 1848, votes on the most important issues have been put to a referendum. A law that the legislature has passed may be contested by any citizen. These counter-proposals typically aim to harmonize the initiative's language with the situation at hand. If both are approved, a preference must be mentioned as well. Next we go to the political context in Switzerland. This is the references about political context. At the federal level, a vertical separation of authorities is referred to as federalism. The goal is to prevent the concentration of power in one place, which would allow the federal state's obligations to be lowered and state power from being moderated. In Switzerland, defining the independence of the cantons from the Confederation is of utmost importance. President of the Swiss Confederation Evelyn Widmer-Schlumpf serves as the head of state. Vice President Ulla Mauer, Cabinet, the Federal Council, also known as the Bundesrat, Conseil Fédéral, or Consiglio Federale, is chosen by the Federal Assembly for a 4-year term, often from among its members. The most recent election was held on December 14, 2011, and the next one will take place in early December 2012. Each member serves a 4-year term, and there are 2 delegates from each canton and 1 from each half canton. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rajazari Sofyan. I'm a matric A20A 1921. I will present about economy of Switzerland. In 1978, Switzerland was one of the richest countries in the world with a gross national product (GNP) of 13,853 per capita. It raised the proportion of exports of goods and services in its gross domestic product. Switzerland's budget deficit was cut by 1/3 in the midst of general recession in 1976 and 1977. After five years, real GDP dropped more than 7%. Next is sources and the forces of the country economy. 74% of Swiss GDP is generated by the services sector and 25% by industry. The agricultural sector contributes less than 1%. The EU is Switzerland's main trading partner. Around 66% of Swiss imports are from the EU, while 43% of Swiss exports are to EU countries. The Swiss economy is based on a highly qualified labor performing highly skilled work. Lastly is the context of the country economy and challenges. Competitive economies in the world due to its strong added value service, its specialized industries, and a motivated and highly skilled workforce of 4.9 million people. The Swiss are concerned that economic activity should have as little impact as possible on the environment.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Rabatisha binti Samad. My matric number A20A1708. Next, I will continue my part, technology. Technology has consistently been a strength of Switzerland. According to the Global Innovation Index, the nation is the most innovative in the interglobe and continues to be a leader in scientific and technical advancement. The financial service, healthcare, and life science sector, among others, have all benefited from the swift adoption of new technology by Switzerland. The context of the Switzerland technology in retailing industry. Switzerland retail industry is very different from that of its neighbor in Europe. Trade restriction, regulatory rule, and specialist consumer requirements are the main causes of this variance. Next, among of the technology from Switzerland, firstly, HEV, utilized to move pallets up to 1,000 kg at a time throughout the warehouse. When their power sources run out, they move themselves to a charging dock. Next, future retailing challenges of the Switzerland technology. New technology have the potential to increase Switzerland economy's productivity, but ambitious digital transformation and skill development are crucial.
I'm Tan Hui. Let's talk about culture of Switzerland. In Switzerland, their culture had a strongly influenced by its neighbors, which are Germany, Italy, France, Liechtenstein, and Austria. For example, the western part of Switzerland have a very French feel, and most residents here speak French and enjoy French cuisine. Next, the culture effect in retail industry is business culture effect. Swiss business culture is more formal and conservative than in the US, and there are also important adequate norms to keep in mind. If time is not respected, business relation can be soured. Future challenge about the culture is attitude. The default Swiss characteristic is a conservative and formal approach prevails in business culture, while communication is polite but direct.
My name is Tamamul Kamar bin Muhammad Fisal. Matric number is A20A2013. Legal of Switzerland. Number 1. Background of the country legal system. Switzerland has a civil law legal system. Therefore, enacted or written laws are the primary source of law. As in all other civil laws legal system, Swiss law is divided into public and private law. Number 2. The do's and don'ts of the country legal system. You cannot ruin the life of your child with a ridiculous name. You cannot recycle on Sundays. You must fear nuclear dome. Swiss children are obligated to finish 11 years of education. Number 3. The context of legal practice of the country. Switzerland has a civil law legal system. At the crossroad between Germany and France legal tradition, the organization of the Swiss legal and judicial system reflect the political and federalist structure of Switzerland.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Haziram Tubama Amiruddin. My matrix number is A20A2315. Now I will present my part detail supply chain management. Supply chain management is the management of the flow of goods, data, and finance processes with a product or service, from raw material purchase to final product delivery. The background of the supply chain management is a well-financial supply chain is the key to the success of any business. The success of any firm depends on the smooth supply chain. Next, artificial intelligence has shown to be a useful extension of human intelligence in recent years. Many people think AI will replace people, which is untrue, but it's in a release of actual strategic and creative potential. AI is integrated into many corporate sector and has been shown to lower costs, to review and exchange asset into remains. AI is integrated into many corporate sector and has been shown to lower costs, boost review and enhance asset utilization. Next is the channel and the parties involved in supply chain. First of all, data systems. Data systems help to close the mensual gap between running ML models and understanding their impact on business outcome. Second, data engineer take raw data from one or more source and convert and structure it for use by ML engineer and data system. And third point is ML researcher. Many organizations use a little ML researcher and ML engineer somewhere interchangeably, and this can lead to mistake expectation. Next slide is the challenge in the country Switzerland supply chain management in the retailing business. First is a lack of trained employees in imposing and running the technology. Second, poor infrastructure to support industry. Third, the technology will replace manpower, and the last one is lack of financial resource. That's all for me. Thank you.
I will continue my parts, which is the collaboration of Switzerland companies in Malaysia. Switzerland are the largest investor in Malaysia, where in 2021, the country is the third largest investor from Europe. The Switzerland companies that have established cooperative relations in Malaysia, that is Nestle. The picture is the founder of the Nestle companies, that is Henry Nestle, based in Switzerland. And that side is the logo of the Nestle company. Nestle headquarters in Vevey, Switzerland, and currently Nestle Malaysia manufactures its product in 7 factories and operates from office located in Mutiara Damansara. The context of cooperation and challenge has 4 challenges, that is the data needed to be able to distinguish movement and change patterns to send the right message to suppliers, and second is demand for raw material supply source, in third inaccuracy of order received in inventory, the spread of the COVID-19 pandemics. Paul Baker, Chief Executive Officer Nestle, had said that this collaboration challenge is a strength for the company to continue to be competitive with strong strategies so that it can be competitive with other companies. Among these strategies are low-cost strategies, highly effective operations, modification and innovations, universal availability, and the ability to adapt products to local market conditions. Improving the communication process with consumer through better branding. The Fuchsia collaboration and its communication channels. To stay ahead in the face of competition, Nestle has concentrated expertise through technology system. Fuchsia Corporation / Nestle product is to create low cost, make operation efficient, and improve communication with consumers to get their feedbacks. This PEST analysis affects products, service, markets, organizations, especially the business carried out by Nestle. The communication channels that will be used for collaborations between companies are email, websites, phone, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and WhatsApp.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ammar bin Hazman. Next is the competitors. The main sectors in Switzerland retail industry is food and groceries. Retail trade of food and groceries has showed a strong growth in 2020, which is 8.9%. It is dominated by 2 local companies, which is Migros and Coop. They are first and second largest retail company in Switzerland. They are competing with other companies such as Dane, Aldi, and Lidl. Aldi and Lidl are company from Germany which is opened their branch in Switzerland on 2005. Retail industry need a strategy to keep contribute to country and society. First, the company can open new branches at other countries. Second, they can collaborate with foreign companies to invest in the industry. Challenge faced by retailers in Switzerland is consumer behavior change. The retailers need to adapt with the e-commerce change in customer ways of purchase. Second is finding the best technology solution. Third, competition between companies is a challenge because increasing in numbers of companies in retail industry. Lastly, supply chain issue. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Syaira Afita binti Muhammad Amdi. My matric number 80897. So, first I would like to present about the last part, the proposal for Switzerland country. So, based on the analysis, we decide to make a chocolate product with taste inspired by local fruit like durian and banana, because we want to develop new chocolate innovation. For the product strategy, we explain about the vision, mission for the product, explain about the competitor, promotion and so on. Next is about the pricing strategy. We use three strategies such as demand-based pricing, economy pricing and also bundle pricing. Next, in supply chain, to produce chocolate, we have a cocoa pod. Cocoa pod is a main ingredient, so cocoa pod move by donkey to a processing station. Transfer to the container of the ship that will take them. At the same time, from the pre-processing, then sent to the production part. Finally, from the production of chocolate will be distributed to distribution that is in supermarket and market to the customer. Lastly is about the communication strategy. That is important to communicate with a customer to ensure our product are safe, tasty and trusted. There have three types of communication strategy, which are verbal, non-verbal and also visual. That's all from us. Thank you.